Absolutely. Smash that like button for me, please. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. It's your man on the line, Bill Money, with part 2 of Kwame Brown's reaction to various haters, detractors, critics, whatever you want to call them. In this clip, he addresses Gilbert Arenas specifically, and I for one stand somewhat corrected because I sort of gave Gilbert Arenas credit for his response in that it was tempered and somewhat politically correct, what I thought was a pretty benign statement. However, Kwame Brown divulges that he was offended by Gilbert Arenas' comments. He reveals that he's previously asked for Gilbert Arenas to not comment on him publicly. So with that in mind, in hindsight, maybe Gilbert Arenas should have hit Vlad with a no comment. Next question. So yeah, I stand corrected, but this just goes to show you that you can never tell someone how to feel and how to react if they're attacked or if they feel attacked. They're entitled to their feelings, and in fact they're also entitled to their response. I never seen Kwame Brown go after anyone who hasn't spoken on him first. That's the main thing with all the hate that he gets for responding to critics and detractors. Never heard the man speak anyone's name who hasn't spoken his name in what he felt was a derogatory fashion. So with that, I do feel he's entitled to his response. Not gonna hold you long. Again, smash like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning into the channel. It's your man on the line, Bill Money, and I'll see you with the next video.
So we talked about those two. Now let's get to Gilbert and my reaction, right? Gilbert, I've asked this brother to not speak on me privately, but for whatever reason they keep going to find Gilbert Arenas to go speak for me, and I find that insulting because I know why they let Gilbert Arenas talk. In my opinion, Gilbert Arenas is a puppet for them white boys. Here's why I say that. Anybody that was in our draft heard Gilbert Arenas got up while they were trying to find out who we are at Rookie Transitional Program. That's what they call it. They come up and they have conversations with each of us. They take you in a big room and then they ask all of you questions, and you can stand up if you want to answer it, and you answer a question. And like I said, they asked Gilbert, where do you see yourself when you're done playing, or in 5 years? Gilbert's response was, I'm gonna be a motherfucking pimp, because I'm already like a pimp. I'm gonna be a motherfucking pimp. And I said, this nigga is a disgrace. To represent, you done made it to the highest of the high. And this is just my opinion. You done made it to the highest of the high in the profession that you chose. And the first thing you gonna say in front of these white folks is you gonna pimp. You gonna be a motherfucking pimp. So I knew right then, he ain't the type of nigga I am. When they asked me what I was gonna do, I said, I'm gonna help my community. I wanna see black folks not worry about being black so much, because you can do anything you wanna do. I see myself as owning a lot of land and having real estate in apartment buildings so that mothers don't have to worry about shots being fired outside while they're trying to raise their children. You know why I said these things? Because I was raised in an environment where you take me and bus me to a white folk school and you teach me things that make me softer around my people, where there's still shots and violence going on right outside, where there's still dope dealing and danger right at my front door. So a child should not be raised in that environment. So I said, I want to get my money and go buy subdivisions so you can put single mothers in them, and put the police in there, because in other neighborhoods they don't have to deal with what we have to deal with. The whole room got silent. Seemed like I have a tendency to do that a lot. The whole room got silent. But when Gilbert said he wanted to be a motherfucking pimp, that was the most amusing thing in the world. It was the most amusing thing in the world. Now, everybody keep worrying about how nice someone talks, right? Gilbert said good things about you. Gilbert was nice. He even said that you would no longer be the #1 draft pick, that it probably would have went to Gasol. And that was the nicest thing he could say to you. But I just didn't see it that way. I just didn't see it that way. And knowing what I know about Gilbert in real life, knowing that it's a girl that he chased still to this day, that knowing who he really is, knowing that Nick Young probably would still be in the league or at least made it longer, because Gilbert don't care about teammates. Gilbert ruined those young boys, got them in his house playing PlayStation all night. See, it's a lot you don't know about Gilbert. It's a lot you don't know about Gilbert. And y'all just saw the crash and burn part of Gilbert. Gilbert done got in a lot of shit that if he was the #1 draft pick, this is why I don't like a nigga speaking on me. Nigga, if you had the spotlight I had on me, being attached to MJ with all the arrests and all the stupid shit you did, you'd have been out of the league your first year. So don't speak on no nigga like me. And I've asked you that nicely. And I'm not worried about no people saying no nice words, because I know pastors that baptize little 14-year-old girls and then turn around and had babies by them. And when they was talking to their mamas and when they got us on those retreats, they was talking real nice to us all. So I ain't into nice talk. I watch behavior, and I said that already. And I was around Gilbert to see his behavior. And I'm open to a lie to take a test. If he wanted to pretend as if Dan Fagan wasn't following me around, no one went and asked Eddie Jordan if Gilbert Arenas said, bench Kwame because he's in my way in the playoffs. Nobody want to ask Ernie Grunfield, did he drive to my goddamn house because I'm so goddamn mad trying not to drive around the corner and beat the dog shit out of their best player. So they came to my house with the lead police and the general manager, and everybody came to my house to try to get me to come to Miami to play against the Miami Heat. And I left and went to Florida. If you're going to allow this man to have this much power over this team that can tell you to bench another player, I no longer respect you. Go ask Eton Thomas, did Eddie Jordan, this yellow belly ahi tuna, that he lost the team this very day he did this? Gilbert Arenas is the type of person everybody else in the rest of the team need this type of guidance. But see, Gilbert, you got to give him a little more. You got to give him a little more rope. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Everybody in that locker room lost respect for Eddie Jordan as soon as he said that. See, it's a lot you guys don't know. You are in a simulation. You're in a game. Why you keep thinking they trying to bring me back to basketball? I ain't say shit about basketball. This is about the image of the black male. What do a nigga gotta do to be looked at with respect? He gotta be LeBron. He gotta be the greatest player, the nicest looking nigga. He gotta be all that, right? He can't be Mr. Georgia out of the homeless shelter. Imagine if I was a female. I keep asking that. Imagine if I was a black little girl where you cannot write one negative article about a black woman. Imagine if I was a black woman. Hell, imagine if I was gay. They'll have billboards up of me in every state. Imagine if I was white. They would have kicked Michael Jordan off the team. Imagine if I was Asian. Oh man, that sanity would have been. You thought Lynn's sanity was good. Shit. A 7-foot Asian guy that was the #1 draft pick. Ooh, out of high school. I probably own China or somewhere. But see what they do to us black.